on Sunday completed his first hat-trick in over a year, and with that, shot himself up to the top of La Liga's goal-scoring log. Yes, it's still early days in the league season, but with Messi gone, one might begin to feel like this is finally Benzema's year to clinch his first ever Pichichi trophy. But well, we are not even here to talk about Karim's obviously incredible goal-scoring ability today. There are some things about the prolific Real Madrid striker that you probably didn't even know. Here are 9 of them. 1. He is of Algerian descent. Karim Benzema, like many other players in the French national team, was born to African parents. His parents, who are Algerian, migrated to France and gave birth to Karim there. As a result of this, Karim Benzema was eligible to play for any of France's or Algeria's national teams. As you know, he opted for France and just got called back to the French squad this year for the Euros after being out for 5 years. 2. He got bullied as a child. Yes, the Big Benz you see today was bullied a lot as a child. He grew up in a very unfriendly neighborhood and people used to make fun of him for being fat and chubby. Also, because he looked different due to his Arab origin, he faced a lot of discrimination too. Amidst all of this, Karim found football at a very early age and started playing when he was 8. This was what helped him get through his rough childhood. Little did he know that it was also what was going to make him rich and world famous. 3. He was once a ball boy. The superstar baller that you see dominating Europe right now was once a ball boy for French side Olympique Lyonnais. Benzema was a member of Lyon's youth team at the time and used to work as the ball boy for some senior team games. A few years later, he was promoted to the senior team and became a very important player for them, wearing the number 10 jersey. Number 4. Insane goal record. Karim was signed by Real Madrid in 2009, and in Spain, he established himself as one of the best strikers in the world. Of course, you are aware of how lethal Benzema is in front of goal, but did you know he was also quick with them too? In a league game against Barcelona in 2011, Benzema beat the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Raúl, Lionel Messi, Ronaldo Nazario, and other greats who have played in El Clasico game to become the player with the fastest goal in the Clasico. 21 seconds into the match, Karim had already found the back of the net. To date, no one has scored a faster goal in a Clasico, one of the biggest fixtures in world football. Although Real Madrid lost the game that day, Benzema has still not lost his record. Hey there, it seems like you're enjoying this video so far. Like if you are and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our content. Now, back to the things you didn't know about Karim Benzema. 5. The Zahia affair. Benzema was once involved with Zahia Deha, a French-Algerian designer and model who was once a prostitute. The lady, who is now 29 years old, was underage when Karim solicited her for sex. But apparently that was unbeknownst to him. She lied about her age to him and even confessed to this in a letter which she claimed to have written to Raymond Domenech, who was France's national team coach at the time. The case went to court in 2010 and it dragged out for years. And it wasn't just Benzema. His teammates Sidney Govou, Ben Arfa and Franck Ribéry were also indicted for having relations with the same woman when she was underage. Anyway, in January of 2014, after 10 days of trial, charges against Karim Benzema and Franck Ribéry were eventually dropped completely. The judge said that there wasn't sufficient evidence that the players knew that Zahia was underage at the time. Number 6. He got arrested in 2015. In his 20s, Benzema seemed to not be able to stay out of trouble. Barely 2 years after charges against him were dropped, Karim was arrested by the French police. He was alleged to have been involved in blackmailing his then French teammate, Mathieu Valbuena. The whole case was in relation to an alleged sex tape of Valbuena. As the case developed in court, the president of the French Football Federation went ahead to suspend Benzema from the national team indefinitely in 2015. As you probably know, that suspension was later lifted and he was called up to the squad by Didier Deschamps for the Euro 2020 tournament, where he scored 4 goals. His 5 years away from the national team meant that Karim got to miss out on a very successful period in Les Bleus history, getting to the final of Euro 2016 and winning the World Cup for the first time in 20 years in 2018. Anyway, the case is still in court and it was announced in January by the Public Prosecutor's Office that Benzema will face trial for his alleged involvement in the attempt to blackmail his former teammate. 7. Rihanna love affair. It was rumoured that the French footballer once dated Barbadian singer and business mogul Rihanna. The pair met sometime in 2015 and were seen together on a couple of occasions in the following years after that. Rihanna even went to Spain to watch some Real Madrid games during that period, presumably to support Benzema. It was rumoured that they dated for about 2 years and then broke up in 2017. However, the veracity of these rumours were never confirmed by either party. Number 8. Benzema and his bandage around his fingers and wrist. In 2019, during a league game against Real Betis, Benzema collided with former Barcelona defender Marc Bartra. The collision seemed fairly harmless, but on his way down, Benzema lost his balance and landed awkwardly on his pinky finger and twisted it. He was subbed immediately. As a result of that injury, his fingers had to be bandaged for some weeks for it to heal properly. But well, weeks turned into months and months turned into years. Benzema still always comes out of the tunnel with his bandage wrapped around his wrist and his palm. Apparently the injury on his finger required surgery, but he passed on that because he did not want to miss out on matches. Perhaps that bandage around Benzema's wrist and fingers reminds you of another player. Let us know your answer in the comments. Here's a clue. He also played and scored in a couple of El Clasico games. 9. He is one of the most stylish footballers. In the football world, Benzema is a fashion icon. The Frenchman cares a lot about how he looks and is really interested in the flashy life. Every once in a while, the striker posts videos of him in expensive cars, wearing expensive designer clothes, and just living large on his social media. As far as many football fans are concerned, Big Benz is the footballer with the best drip in the world. However, he is not without competition, as players like Hector Bellerin and Memphis Depay have also shown themselves to be very stylish. If you enjoyed this video, slap a like on it. Also, subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any of our videos. Catch you in the next one. Bye.